First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to those apostles and elders from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways, preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this your brother the Wild Bar from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson. And as you see on my phone screen here, I got at Sun Commentaries, and the title of his video is White America Panics as the Forbidden Truth About Black History Goes Viral. And and so now we sitting up here seeing what these devil has done. The Lord is uncovering these devils right now in this time, and people are recognizing the wickedness and the evil of Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, who's really the red man. He was red when he came out, like a hairy garment. If people would take the time to look up pictures of a newborn baby, they would see this man is not white. But, I'm just going to sit up here and say this, man, is that the Lord is unveiling these devils in these days now. That man of sin is being revealed, and people are seeing this devil for who he truly is, and you know what, actually, before I even get to play this video, I had this pulled up, Psalm 17, but let me pull this up really real quick. Let me go to 2 Thessalonians real quick, and then I'm going to go to the video, because this is what's happening. This is 2 Thessalonians 2, and I'm going to start at 1. It says, "Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and by the gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by the Spirit, nor by the word, nor by the letter as from us, as that day of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach is at hand." Hey, so this stuff is coming, man. The Lord is coming, man. And even back then, what was the Apostle Paul saying? Hey, look, the day of the Lord is coming. Even though this was thousands of years ago. It says that, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." So even Apostle Paul, what was he saying? Hey, look, that day ain't going to come until that man of sin be revealed. Who's that man of sin? Esau Edom, the son of perdition. That means the son of destruction. It says, "Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." And that's the thing. And who's showing himself to be that man? Esau Edom. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked right now. Who's the wicked? Esau Edom. That's pursuant to Malachi 1 and 4. The border of wickedness, who Lord would have indignation with forever. This motherfucking devil, man, wants to be God, man. And what's the main way he's going to try to prove it? With that MOTB, that RFID chip. That little implant that he want to put in everybody's hand or forehead. But this is who we're dealing with, man. This is who we're dealing with. And now he's being revealed. Now he's being revealed. Now his hidden things are being brought up. Let me go to Jeremiah 49 real quick, and then I'll go to that. This is Jeremiah 49. It says, here it is, Jeremiah 49. I'm going to start at 7. It says, and this is talking about Edom, Esau Edom, the red man. It says, "Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is the counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished?" Yeah, that wisdom is vanished, because everything they saying now, they looking stupid. You got a stupid-ass president at number 47, man, that's a dummy and says all sorts of dumb shit. No wisdom. He don't take wise counsel. And he ain't got no wise counsel. Because the people just, his cabinet members must be just afraid of him. He got no wise counsel. Everything they said, they fall on their own tongue. It says, "Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to see thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If these by night, they will destroy till they have enough." That's what this damn devil does, man. This damn devil's take everything. He don't leave you shit. He will strip you fucking bare. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. So right now, he's made Esau bare. You can't hide yourself, man. You can't hide yourself. You can't run away from the fucking idiot and piece of shit that you truly are. The evil beast of a man that you truly are. The basis of men. So with that, man, I'm going to sit up here and let the video play. And then I'm going to grab a few more scriptures. I'm only going to play about 4 minutes of it. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I just want y'all to see the main point. And with that, let me get the Copyright Act of 1976. I'm not using this for no monetarily or financial gain. I am using this strictly for educational purposes and teaching purposes only. The Copyright Act of 1976.
Which oppression was worse, the oppression of women or the oppression of African Americans or blacks?
They used to eat us.
Really?
Wait, what? Eat?
African Americans were eaten. Do they not teach this? They were eaten.
Do
turned
you think
into
there was
furniture?
widespread cannibalism in the United States? And
This was with a specific lady in New Orleans, and she I know who you're talking about.
Wait, hold on. One example of cannibalism is not evidence of widespread.
They used to skin us and make leather out of it. Like, why is that even a question?
I think you say because you're only pointing to like one example.
It's not one example.
1837, on the Portuguese slave ship the Aragante, the captain killed an enslaved man, cooked him, and made the other enslaved people eat him. And the crew ate the organs. In 1831, after Nat Turner's rebellion, they desecrated his body after his execution, and then some sources state that they boiled down his body to a medicinal substance for white people to consume as an act of final triumph. Vincent Woodward has a whole book about the incidents of this happening, the consumption of black bodies, not just literally, but physically, intimately. It's well documented. And within that book, there's another slave owner, a Kentucky man, who butchers and cooks an enslaved person in front of other enslaved people as a form of psychological terror. And then in 1888, the Mercury in Philadelphia releases an expose exposing white doctors who are tanning the skin of black people to make shoes and cigar boxes. One of the physicians was quoted as saying that black skin makes a specifically enduring leather. There was also cases in Mississippi of them making belts and purses and things from black skin. Thomas Thistlewood's diaries, called the Thomas Thistlewood Papers or the Thistlewood Papers, the slave owner himself kept a documented, detailed diary of all of the torture he inflicted on his slaves, including 3,800 cases plus of SA against black women, probably one of the most common crimes across the slave trade against black women. And he also invented what was called the Derby's dose, where he would flog a slave and then rub pickle juice or lime juice into their skin and then make another enslaved person defecate in their mouth. Typically, those kind of infractions would be eating a piece of sugar cane because they were hungry. And no, Miss Ma'am, you don't know who you're talking about. Madame Lalaurie did not eat her slaves. What she did do is chain them up with iron collars, where she tortured and mutilated them, peeled their skin into strange shapes, and then murdered them. Just because you people are not educated enough to know what actually happened and you don't want to believe it because it makes you uncomfortable doesn't mean it didn't happen.
You're pushing us to the limit. And what do I mean by that? You're asking us to talk about history, the history of the South. This is in Georgia. What happened in Georgia? There were savages in Georgia. It was the ancestors of the white right-wingers. They were absolute savages. They murdered people. They lynched people. They raped people. They enslaved people. They took babies from their mothers and sold them as property. You want to talk about savages? Your ancestors were the biggest savages the world has ever seen. And so don't you dare call a black man a savage after you murdered him. Don't you dare do that. I'm so sick of African Americans being called violent when the world's worst violence was done to them, not by them, to them, not by them. For God's sake, you want to do racist stereotypes? If it fit anywhere, and it doesn't, but if it fit anywhere, it would certainly fit white right-wingers of the South, who has hundreds of years of history of being savages.
Ethan's head was about to be...
I'm gonna end it right there. He does say a few more words, but since the commercial fucked me over, and that's Esau eating bitch ass, crying ass, hoe ass, because these words are chopping this motherfucker in half. But with that, man, let's sit up here and grab a few scriptures, man. I'm going to grab, one of the main scriptures that we always bring out about that hatred that Esau has is Ezekiel 35. It says, Ezekiel 35 and 1. This is Ezekiel 35 and 1. I'm going to start at 1, but the point is a little further down. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And who's Mount Seir? Well, that's where Esau, Edom dwelled, man. They dwelled in the Caucasus Mountains. And it says, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord thy power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. And I will say this again, this is where Esau, Edom dwelled, the Caucasus Mountains, Mount Seir. It says, and I will lay the cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and in the time of their calamity, and in the time of their iniquity had an end. So he just forwarded the affliction. So when we were so-called released from slavery, what did Esau do? He became more and more fucking violent and savage. Peeling our skin, hanging us, cutting off our genitalia, cutting the babies out of the mom's body and sticking them back in, using our babies as gator bait, using our flesh to make purses, belts, wallets, This is what this damn devil resorting to. And then one of the other things that was really, he ate the bodies. When you look at that Delectable Negro, it's a book that's out. I don't know, I forgot who it's by, but, brothers have been talking about that book for quite a bit of time. But all these things are in the history books, man. You can't avoid it, Esau. You can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. And here's the funny thing. If people take the time out to go look up on the internet, you'll find some of this shit yourself. But people too stupid. They want to believe stuff, People don't want to look up anything. They rather believe what they're told. But these damn devils, man, they're going to pay. And they think they not. They're going to pay. Y'all going to pay for everything y'all did to the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. What y'all have done to the earth. Y'all going to pay dearly. Hey, and brothers, I always say, keep that same energy, Salakia brothers. Keep that same energy when it's your turn. Keep that same energy. You be acting so tough. Keep that same energy when it's your turn. When you're about to get your ass fucked up. It's one more. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord thy power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. See, y'all ain't known blood. See, y'all sit up here and been the most bloodiest, violent motherfuckers in on planet. But no one's really done it to y'all. But it's about to be y'all turn. Y'all about to catch that hell. Y'all about to catch a foot up the ass. Here, I'm going to go to Amos chapter 1 real quick. This is Amos chapter 1 and verse 9. It says, Thus saith the Lord thy power, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remember not the brotherly covenant. That's talking to you Hamites, man. You the ones that gave us away and sold us off, man. Captured us and sold us off, man, to Esau, Edom, a self-proclaimed white man. It says, But I will send a fire on the walls of Tyrus, which shall devour the palaces thereof. Y'all gonna get y'all's too. You motherfucking Hamites gonna get y'all ass whooped, man, for what y'all did too. It says, Amos 1 and 11, Thus saith the Lord of thy power, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear it perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever, perpetually, and kept your wrath forever. You had no pity on us, no mercy, no nothing. You motherfuckers fucked us up, you so-called white people, man. Esau, y'all had no pity. No mercy. If a slave didn't want to eat, you broke his teeth and put a thing in his mouth and put food down his mouth. I mean, y'all was some evil pieces of shit. And we can't wait, man. Every time I think about it, it saddens my heart, man. That's why sometimes when I look at these videos, man, I be wanting to avoid them, man, because it be hurting the hell out of me, man. When you really hear what happened to us and the things that were done, Man, that's painful. Esau is the whipping stick of the Lord, man, for us going off, the Israelites going off, man. You should call black Latinos and Native Americans, man. We went off as a whole, man. You know, and all of us suffering. But what the thing that the elect have that no one else has is that we have hope, faith in this word, where everybody else don't. And I'm talking about the 2/3. All they care about is what they do, and they have hope and faith in a world that's about to go down like the Titanic. You know, we have hope and faith in the Lord, beginning with the 144 and the rest of the 1/3. We have faith in the Lord. Yahweh Bashimi, I was shy. You know, that he's going to get us through this, that he's going to have mercy on us, that we're going to see salvation. You know, and we praying for that. 2/3 of our people ain't going to get that. They're going to get destroyed on this side, and they'll come back right in the kingdom. And Esau, Edom, you're going to have a foot in your ass for 1,000 years. You know, we going to be beating the living crap and doing every possible thing to you, your kids, and everything else that you did to us for 500 plus years. You piece of shit. You know, it says, Amos 1:12, but I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. Those are the places where you goddamn so-called Edomites live. You know, you fake ass motherfuckers over there in over there in Israel. Y'all gonna get fucked up, but we gonna repair that place. But over here in America, aka Babylon the Great, this place gonna be totally destroyed, wiped off the fucking. Just totally a desert. You know, only for desert creatures. Ain't no human gonna be over here. This place gonna be a lake of fire, gonna be burning for a long time, forever. You know, but let me just get this one thing here, because I said, you know, people don't understand that the Lord uses Esau, Edom, as a whipping stick, and this is letting you know right here that King David was a prophet. This King David, Psalm 17 and 13, it says, "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." Who's the wicked? You know, the wicked is our people just as well. They wicked as hell, but who's the wicked? Esau, Edom, pursuant to Malachi 1:4, and I think I said that earlier. Esau, Edom, the borderlands of wickedness, they are the wicked. It says, but look what else it says. It says, Psalm 17:14, "From men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasures. They are full of children, and they leave the rest of their substance to their babes." Who's this that they talking about? Esau, Edom, man. They have their big portion in life. They full up. And when they die, guess what? They children inherit all the stuff. You know? And that's what we praying in this time, that, hey, deliver our hands from this wicked ass man. And that's the elect right now. We're sitting up here praying to the Lord to keep us out of this motherfucker's hands, to keep us from getting fucked over by these damn devils. You know, and that's what we're praying for, the Lord to lift up that standard and have his protection over us. You know, Isaiah 33:6, you know, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time, and strength and salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." That's what we praying for, the Lord to have us in the days ahead, man. Because these damn devils are being made bare. They're being shown to the world who they fucking really are. You know, as a matter of fact, I'll leave it off on this. Lamentations chapter 4. In 21, it says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked." Hey, the daughter of Edom, Esau, Edom. You know, here in America, aka Babylon the Great, man, the Lord said that cup is about to be passed to you. What's that cup? Oh, judgment. Y'all about to get that cup. Y'all about to get that cup. It says, "The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion," the Israelites. You know, "He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins." And guess what? Everything's being discovered with these motherfuckers. Everybody's recognizing what these motherfuckers have done over the years to us and to the world and to everything. And now people are pissed. You know, oh, Agent Orange is too stupid. He just dumb, arrogant as fuck. A prideful fool who about to be destroyed along with America, aka Babylon the Great, man. All this place is about to go down. You foolish ass so-called white people. Pride, man. Pride go before a fall. Pride go before destruction. And y'all about to feel it hard. But with that, I hope this was an edifying lesson. I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to those apostles and elders from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we're almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and a Baba Ball and Anyan Habadam Malakia.